What's going on, everybody? Joe here. Hey, I just wanted to jump in real quick and apologize for not getting this video out yesterday, but here we are on Thursday, and I want to answer some of those questions from my Monday email. So the first one was this. How did Second Place afford brand new lights throughout the entire building when we are $70,000 behind in our giving? Here's the thing. If you weren't there on Sunday in my message, I highlighted the fact that we actually have seen every light in the building replaced, brand new with LED lights. This was an amazing opportunity to actually lower our monthly electric bill because those old lights are expensive to run, and also improve the overall quality of the building. And so what we were able to do is partner with a contractor that actually works with ComEd to get an 80% rebate on the material and the fixtures and the labor. But we also were able to see the Free Methodist denomination come alongside us and partner with us to get that done. Because remember, we're renting the building, and we're able to see that they were able to see that this would be an upgrade to their facility. And so they actually covered the other 20%. Every light in the building upgraded to something better and lowering our monthly expenses. And it didn't cost Second Place a penny. What are you talking about? That is such a blessing. Let's look at the second part of that question, which was, and why does it seem like things just keep on rolling? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Things that continue to roll because we have been looking at our budget and cutting it back throughout the year as we've watched giving. The second reason is because we have cut back our spending. So, when giving is down, then we have to cut down on our spending. And so that's what we've done. And we're only spending on critical ministry operation needs. And that's what's helped us continue to roll. So you're seeing things like the foyer be completely redecorated, the auditorium, the stage, all that stuff, the side rooms. Guess what? That was all done through special offerings that were given earlier in the year, and we were able to pay for all that with cash. We didn't pull that out of the general fund. We just pulled that from that special giving. The other thing that has happened is that because I want to remind you that now that Moni Free has left the building, we are 100% responsible for the utilities in the building. That's gas, electric, lawn care, snow removal, HVAC, all of that stuff. Everything that you've got is, when you think about utilities, those are all 100% ours. On top of that, we have increased our rent amount because we now have 24/7 use of the building. If you remember, we were only in the building on Saturday nights, and now we have the ability to use it throughout the week. So we have some increased expenses while we're cutting expenses. And so that's why another reason why things seem to roll right along is because we've dipped into our savings a few times in order to pay those expenses. And so we won't be able to do that forever, but we know that as we trust God, giving is going to bounce back. Let's keep going on the other questions. So how is it possible for Second Place to be managing a $700,000 building renovation on Main Street when giving is down? Well, remember, the Second Place fund, or the general fund, is not being used to pay for the renovation of Main Street. If you recall, the Village of Moni, along with Northern Illinois Food Bank and Will County, have actually partnered with us to help us with the renovation. The village has provided a commitment of over $500,000 to us, and we've seen several $1,000s come in from Will County and the Northern Illinois Food Bank. That is amazing to help us with the renovation. But remember, that's not going to get us to necessarily $700,000. How are we going to make up that balance? We're going to trust God to provide, and we know that He will. He's brought us this far. We can't be any more excited about that building opening up in 2023. So good. By the way, if you can pray for an electrician in that space, that would be amazing. That is the one thing that's holding us up, and we just need to see a breakthrough in that area. So pray for that. I know you will. That we'll have an electrician and be able to start the inside of the building ASAP. All right, let's look at the last question I had of that email, and that was this. How could Second Place afford to give away $5 to every person who attended service, that was on November 20th, when we have been forced to dip into our savings to pay critical expenses? Here's what's amazing. We had an unexpected gift of $2,000 cash to be used to help families during Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so one of the ways that we thought would be awesome to use that was to actually give that to the families of second place who needed it. And so we gave a $5 bill to every person, well, every family that came in. And then we started trying to give away one to everybody on that day. And we used that special unexpected gift of cash to do that. And what we saw was the desire of the person who gave that gift. It really fleshed out in the body that day because there were people who were blessed with that $5. Now, of course, it didn't use up all the 2,000, and we've actually been able to bless other families with food and different things that they need during this season. And we're excited to be able to continue to do that with that gift. I just wanted to let you know that that was also something that we trusted God, that we could show you that even as God unexpectedly meets our needs, He unexpectedly meets your needs as we trust in Him. And so we know that, as I always say, second place is a crowd-funded effort. That means that God provides for second place and all the needs that we have through the body of second place. So as each of us do our part, we are able to see us accomplish our mission to reach every generation for God. Here's the thing. What's amazing is that I believe that we are positioned as the closest church to the I-57 for a reason, because that interstate is somehow an artery. It's like a fast forward hyperlink to all kinds of communities that can get to second place within 15 to 20 minutes. And so we are uniquely positioned right now to be a place of healing, a place to undo all of the church hurt and to see that healing happen, and to be a place where people can see that their life can change in a second, that they can feel the sense of belonging in a second, that they can realize that they matter in a split second, and that is a part of who second place is. And we're going to continue to declare that vision, that Jesus is the way, keep Him first in our lives, and everything will work out. We're just trusting God to provide. We know that giving is going to bounce back as we see the Lord move in our services and we continue to grow. And as you guys continue to deal with those trust issues and trust your whole life to Him. Remember, it's never about the money. It's always about the heart. And that's one of the things that we want to always make sure that we are modeling and demonstrating to each other, is that, you know what, money doesn't have a hold on us. We know that money's not the issue. The issue is our heart for Jesus. And when we surrender 100%, everything changes around us. So here, guys, you guys are gonna have an awesome day. Praying for you. I'm praying that all is well and that you guys knock it out of the park. Until next time, let's get after it. I hope this was helpful. By the way, if there's any questions or comments that you guys have, shoot me back an email. Maybe if this was helpful, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you again tomorrow with my Friday email. We'll talk to you then. Later.